Is it hard to? I mean, you would love to come home. I mean, this little venture that you just went on overseas was unbelievable. Did you have your own tour bus?
It was my first time actually in my own tour bus.
Awesome.
And it was rather bougie, and it was
your name
just
on the
really
bus?
and it was just
Did you pimp it out? Like, what do you get to do in it?
Well, they're already kind of pimped,
Yeah.
but like it just makes it so much easier because you can kind of like, you know, you finish playing a show, you go straight on the bus. It's like a lounge room, you could play Xbox, watch a movie, and you can just sleep. And so we drive overnight. So it's like it was really great.
But
Yeah.
weren't there people hiding out on your bus? Did I see that story?
So that
What do you
that
mean?
kind of
I'm
that
so
blew up in the
confused.
most just bizarre way. So I didn't know how much that was like a conversation in Europe at the time. So I just did a thing like, holy hell, we had stowaways in our baggage thing. Like they snuck in, broke the lock. So like my merch girl tried to get in, and she thought she broke the lock because like they'd locked themselves in. And then she went and got my driver, who's this big pommy guy, and he came down and like got some pliers and cracked it open. And there's two guys there with their backpacks, and then we think they got in at Amsterdam and had been in there for like a night and a day.
No
We saw them
way.
in Brussels, and they like kind of
Was
gone
it
to the
freezing?
toilet in there. I know. I'm sorry.
Ones or twos, huh?
Like, well, I don't know. Everyone was trying to keep this from me. I had to like dig for this information because the driver didn't want me to be scared. So I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, and he's like, they just walked out, they got their bags and they're gone. But yeah, and then next minute, like I just threw it out there, and it just made like world news everywhere around
fans?
Europe and UK.
Yeah,
We're
because
just
it
like,
felt the way
Were
it was
fans or
portrayed was
stowaways?
that it was like refugees crossing borders and
yeah, they
things.
definitely weren't fans. They definitely
They
weren't
weren't
just
fans.
trying
I thought
to
it was like a
be a part of
Kentucky
it.
tour gone bad.
No, they were just trying to
Dodgy hit.
definitely just get across the border.
They would have been freezing in there for them.
I know. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
The new issue of Vogue as well. It's the next
wow.
gen
You look
issue.
stunning.
It's called Setting the Agenda. Amy Sharkey's on the front. How many dresses on that shoot did you get to steal? Because I mean, what are you wearing there? Are you wearing Chanel and that kind of stuff?
I think that dress, I don't want to say too much because like I'm so bad at this, by the way. Like when they're like, oh, we want you to do this Vogue shoot. I'm like, do I have to?
Yeah.
Like, because
Yeah.
I really don't, like I feel uncomfortable. Like that's not why I wanted to become a musician. And yeah, my management and my label like, Amy, it's Vogue. So,
Yeah, right.
You will be doing it. Like there's not even a
And
question.
you will wear
You
that
look
dress.
Yeah,
like
so
such a
look-
natural.
I struggled
though.
through
Right.
it. You know, obviously those other girls are just stunning. So it was a difficult day, but I had a lot of fun, and I'm
you
so
stole
glad
the
it
dress.
turned out okay.
Amy,
Yeah,
if you want to
wish I
talk,
could.
if you want to talk awkward fashion
Oh,
shoots,
don't,
here you
Sarah.
go. This is the boys, and apparently Emily Ratajkowski ripped off their fashion shoot from several years ago when
still
she.
in shape.
No,
he's
swipe
struggling
across.
No,
a
we
bit
both
there.
are. We
There's
both
a-
are. Oh, is that? What's that?
Hey, look,
No,
I
you go
mean,
whip.
that's-
Still in shape.
that's a hairy man.
Why
I
don't-
like it.
I can see a
Austin
tear
Powers.
coming
You
down
can
from
just
her
say
eye.
whips. Still a shape.
I love
Yeah.
that
yeah.
that iced honeycomb. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
that
favourite
is
bit about
nippy.
it.
Oh, but when the
So-
focus is on the milk that you're
Yeah.
holding, that's really upsetting.
Sorry, you had to say
Your
that, Amy.
facials are so on point there.
Yeah, I
Fitz.
know. Yeah,
Like
she
you
ripped off our
guys.
shoe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
that's
going-
always
Is that
too.
the-
Oh, that
hungry-
ass though.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
is
the hungry bum look, isn't it?
so
So
sexy.
We
Which
can't
one?
unsee
your
Where
your
did
wife.
you where did you shop for
Very-
dresses in the, up on the Goldie when you're going out? When you went to Shooters and Melba's and all those places?
Oh, like yeah, when I was
Supre.
a dirty little like club rat.
Yeah.
I think Supre was the
Supre.
that's
Supre
the-
was the
big
yeah.
one?
Oh god, yeah, that's straight to Supre, straight to like the sales rack, and like whatever was the most revealing. Not that I had much to reveal, but I had friends that did, so I just tried to
Right.
fit in. There's secret little tricks, you know,
Cavalav, were
to
you a
make sure.
Cavalav girl? Did you hang out there at 2 a.m? Were you walking up with the
Yeah.
holding your high heels and stuff? Are you one
Yeah,
of those?
I'm really glad that Surface has changed a lot because there's a lot of really rough memories. And now, like, it's, you know, it's been cleaned up a little bit. I don't have as many, like, horrific flashbacks as I used to.
Yeah.
Like, going there with family who come over for overseas and they're like, this is gorgeous. You live here. And I'm like, yeah, I threw up over there. And that was where we got pizza and kebabs and
Did
broke
you-
up with someone there.
Oh,
and, you know,
did you busk on Cavill Avenue?
Oh, no, I'm not a busker.
No,
I don't
never
do
did
that.
it.
I don't jam with people. I don't like when people are all playing guitar and kumbayaing. I don't
It's
do that,
weird.
and I don't busk.
Yep.
Sure. Now, have you been riding when you've been travelling? Can you do that, Amy, or do you have to be in a certain area to ride? Have you been doing a bit?
Yeah, I've had to learn to.
Yeah.
Like, because otherwise you don't get any new
time.
songs because I'm like never home. So I really enjoy it now. It gives me something to do in the green rooms and like, because I'm alone a lot, and I'm not saying that poor me, but you do spend a lot of time alone. So if I have a guitar there, I can kind of work and I like it. So
Because you talk about like Ed Sheeran will say when he comes on a trip or a big tour, he'll say, "Oh, look, I got 3 songs written in Australia." And that's how he kind of remembers the work that he did in the certain parts
I remember
of the world.
hotels, like so the Pullman here.
Yep.
I have great memories of the Pullman because
What did you write there?
I wrote Psycho there. And
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I wrote
Like on a 2-night stay, or were you there for a while?
I was here on a promo trip. And it was like kind of early days with Sony. It just reminds me of Sony and really exciting sort of times. And I love my whole team there. And I guess like I was just in a good headspace. So, I ended up writing quite a few songs there.
Yeah.